People calling me up saying they need a feature, saying we can help each other, but I see the leeches. Get the credit where it's due, I ain't talking Visa, but since we talking Visa, don't say you won't pay me either. Did you catch that? My price still going up like NASDAQ. We send shots, make them duck like Affleck. All this fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up. So if we keep winning, can you really call it luck?
Testing 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Where is everybody? Wow, I cannot believe that it's been 2 years since I recorded episode 100, about 100 feet that way in this office space. Guys, I want to talk about why I'm sitting in a vacant Sabre headquarters, right? It's empty. There's nothing going on around me. There's nobody around me. And most people would look at this as a sign of weakness. They would think, Jay, what's the matter? You can't pay your bills? You had to downsize? You are majorly impacted by the pandemic and Sabre's not in good health? Actually, everything that I've been doing has been pre-pandemic. The entire strategy that I am still executing has been in place long before the pandemic occurred. And if you guys follow along, you are well aware of everything that I've been doing and have been watching myself and the Sabre team evolve as the industry continues to evolve. If you just watched that clip from episode 100, you realized that in December 2018, I said, I'm just being realistic. I'm just being honest about what's coming. And there's a lot of opportunities in a downturn. And when you've cut your teeth and focused really hard at being good at what you do, you benefit from those downturns because a lot of the competition gets weeded out. And that's what's going to happen in the commercial real estate industry in the next, call it 12 to 18 months. I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus. I'm not saying that I was aware a pandemic was coming. But I was saying that I knew for a fact in 2020, the world was going to change drastically. And it's no surprise that we set ourselves up in advance of that to go more virtual. So everything that's happening now, causing everybody to react to how to become more tech-enabled, how to rely more heavily on social media, video, the things that we've been doing has given us a major advantage to be able to create a national advisory business that's unlike any other company in our space. We've built a team of folks across the entire country that are best in class, that can service any type of requirement under the Sabre umbrella. When I talked with Ryan Serhant in episode 101,
let's kind of start with the whole concept of the brokerage models changing.
Sure.
Right? So a big part of Future Proof is, in my opinion, today you don't necessarily have to work for the biggest firm on the planet.
Yeah.
You can have a great personal brand, have the resources of the support of a company, or develop those support systems yourself, which
Sure.
I have.
Sure.
But I've obviously grown my company into a fairly sizable organization at this point.
Yeah.
But what's your take on where the brokerage business is going and the traditional model?
I used to think that the traditional model was just going to die. I think a year ago, we were at the Agent 2021 conference.
My man.
Real quick.
Last one. We're going to give you a commercial real estate
Commercial
in New York.
real estate
You
in
went
New
into
York.
vlogging a year ago.
Yeah, I have a 4-person team now that's filming most of my brokers,
Yeah.
so it's been tremendously effective. And my question to you is, how do I get more of my agents to actually get involved in the videos, in their social media?
You don't. all the fuckers right there that aren't doing anything about it, they think they're being fancy and smart and holding up a facade, and they are literally in the process of becoming irrelevant. Show them that.
They're invisible.
A year ago, we were at the Agent 2021 conference, and it was like, the traditional brokerage model is over, it's dead and gone. And then a bunch of brokerages failed after that, both traditional and non-traditional.
Right.
Because individual salespeople, right, they are the ones who create the business, but they also need a home.
The traditional brokerage model was going to go through a lot of disruption, a lot of changes, regardless of whether or not the pandemic occurred. What happened with the pandemic is everything was fast forwarded 5 to 7 years, right? I like to say now that 2030 was forced into 2020. So guys, everything that's happening was going to happen over the next 5, 7, or 10 years regardless. The pandemic just expedited this process. Now, depending on who you are and what you believe, that could either be a major problem or that could be an amazing opportunity. Fortunately, based on our understanding of where the world's going and our innovative nature, we are in a very good position to benefit from all of the consolidation that's occurring now and will continue to occur. See, I've been of the mindset that I don't need to be stuck in an office and glued to my desk in order to be a really good real estate broker. I just need the best-in-class services, the support staff that could do what I need to do in order to best service my clients. And I need a place that's going to not only encourage me to develop my own personal brand, but help me do that. And that's exactly what Sabre is.
We got some new additions to the team. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. Why don't you come on through, my man?
What's up?
There we go. So this is the first content really that Kyle and I are creating together, and I've been so impressed with everybody like just hyping up the fact that you joined Sabre.
Yeah.
You know, this man's killing the social, the video, all that fun stuff that we do so well at Sabre. It was just an obvious move.
Meant to be.
Meant to be,
Sure.
man.
We are implementing a best-in-class branding department within our four walls that's going to live virtually out there in the universe, in the cloud, to help us continue to grow into the cloud-based brokerage advisory firm that we've already been, but we're just taking it to the next level. We've decided to no longer go forward with an ICSC booth way before the pandemic. This is not a surprise. A lot of the more traditional folks that believe in what we do at Sabre and believe in the importance of using social media to increase and enhance your business, your personal brand, the company that you work for. A lot of those folks thought I was nuts when I didn't take a booth at ICSC in 2019. A lot of those folks did not understand why I would dedicate the amount of money to build a team like I've built internally at Sabre to become the media company that we've become over the last 5 years. And I wouldn't expect everybody to understand that. And I don't expect you to go out and do the same thing, because it's not right for everybody. But it is important to obviously adapt, and I hate the word pivot because it's being so overused, but pivot. Whatever it was that made you successful all the way up to March of 2020 is irrelevant today. Your beautiful office space, your beautiful ICSC booth, your business card, your e-blasts, your traditional methods of leasing space. I ask each and every one of you watching this, do you really think that we're going to go back to the world that we knew before the pandemic? Sure, very soon there's a high likelihood you're going to be walking around without a mask, and you're not going to be living in fear. But I will tell you that the habits that you had before March of 2020 are no longer the habits that you have today. The way that we shop, the way that we consume entertainment, the way that we use the internet, the way that we use our smartphones, the way that we use physical brick and mortar retail, the way that we go to the movies, the way that we work out, the way that we relieve stress and become mentally and physically stronger is forever changed. In a world of Zoom and working from home or from wherever you want for that matter, does it really make sense to give up 50, 40, 30% of your commission to somebody who does not agree with how the new world is going to operate, who does not agree with the fact that they need to help you get better at social media and develop a personal brand to be relevant in this new world? It probably doesn't make sense. And that's why I built Sabre Go before the pandemic. I knew that these things were going to happen. I knew that the short-term pop-up deals that are becoming very prominent in our world are not going to have the same fee and benefit to the real estate agents that do those deals. Everything's changing in our industry. And the only thing that you can do is change with it. Do you think that you have the tools that you need to thrive in this new world? Guys, I am not asking you to join Sabre. I'm just asking you to be open-minded and think about how we can all help each other as opposed to compete with each other. I'm interested in working with like-minded people in all sides of this industry and help share best practices. There's enough to go around. The consolidation is happening already. I challenge you to be more open-minded, be more supportive of one another. Look at the commercial real estate digital army that was formed during this pandemic. Look at how everybody in the digital army is sharing how we can all help each other win. That's the world that I imagined moving forward. That's the world that I want my kids to be brought up in. Our industry traditionally is very competitive. Not in a positive way. I'm a competitive person, but competitive in a negative way, right? Rooting for the demise of people and companies. That's not what I look to do. That's not what Sabre's built on. I want to better people and in turn better communities and neighborhoods as a result of developing people. That's what we strive to do at Sabre. And I encourage more of you to do that on a move forward basis. I encourage you to reach out. I am excited. I could not be more excited about the year ahead. Guys, I wish you all nothing but the best as we enter the holidays. And I hope that you and your families stay safe. And I want you to reach out to me and I want to collaborate. I have some amazing, amazing strategic partnerships that we're going to announce once we enter the new year. And I couldn't be more excited for all of us. So guys, understand that this is the biggest opportunity of our lifetimes. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been in the commercial real estate industry. This is the biggest opportunity of your life. Are you going to take advantage of that? That's up to you. Appreciate your time.
Fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down and we double up.